What's up, guys? We are talking about the top 4. That's right, the top 4 comics from New Comic Book Day of last week, which was August 19th, 2020. Let's jump into those right after this. What's up, comic book fans? My name is Bruce Moreau.
And I am Stephanie.
What's up, comic book fans? My name is Bruce Moreau, and welcome to the channel, and welcome to my top comics from last week's New Comic Book Day. That's right, guys, we are talking about my top 4. That's right, I picked up 4 comics from last week's New Comic Book Day. I picked up somewhere in the range of 12 books, and I picked out 4. These 4 made the cut for the best of. These are some really good books, and I think you guys should know about them. In case you didn't pick them up, you definitely want to go back to the store and make sure you guys get these books, because these books were a must read, in my opinion. Now, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed. Hit that bell notification so that way you guys are notified when we upload new content to the channel. And also, when we go live, and we go live every single Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern on Comics and Beer. It's a 1 to 1 hour and a half live stream where we talk about comic book news. That's comic book movies, TV shows, and comic books themselves. We drink 3 to 4 beers. We review them as best we can. Yeah, and we just have a good time. We do some trivia. That's all building to the end of the month giveaway. It's a really good time, and you guys want to be there for that. So hit that bell notification, and also smash that like button. All right, guys, that's enough build up. Let's jump in to my top 4 comics from last week. All right, guys, the first book on my top 4 list of this week is a big one. And if you guys have not been reading Batman since James Tynion has taken over the book, where have you been? Have you been living under a rock? He has introduced new characters, basically re-energized the series from what Tom King did. I liked what Tom King did, but the action and the suspense and the over-the-top antics in this book right now are absolutely amazing. And that's one of the big reasons this book is on this list. This is Batman number 97. This is written by James Tynion IV and art by the amazing Jorge Jimenez. The art in this book is absolutely over-the-top, fantastic. It is the shining star of this book. It is so freaking beautiful. The action scenes, the panel layout, everything is gorgeous. It's such an amazingly drawn book. It is just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Definitely be picking it up just for the art, but the story itself is just awesome. It's so over the top, crazy. That one of the new characters that was introduced, I believe, in issue number 96 for the first time is Clown Hunter. Clown Hunter is one of the coolest characters. His look, I absolutely love his look, and his brutality is amazing. I cannot wait to see more Clown Hunter, and I want to see him go toe-to-toe with Punchline. I don't, maybe he wouldn't survive, but he is such a way over-the-top cooler character than Punchline. Punchline can suck it. I'm sorry. I hope Harley Quinn kicks your ass, Punchline, because you deserve it. But yeah, there's just a lot of good story moments in this book. Batman in the theater where he watched Zorro and then walked out and his parents got killed. There's an awesome fight scene in there with a lot of the dead people that the Joker has killed on Bruce's watch, and they're reanimated by the designer's technology, which is really, really cool. It's an awesome fight scene. Bruce is still going crazy off Punchline's toxin, and it's just awesome. The artwork is so good in that section. This is just an amazing must-read, in my opinion. I am partial because I'm a huge Batman fan, but this is gold, guys. New characters in Punchline and Clown Hunter, and just awesome, awesome stuff in this book. You should be reading this. It is just, I don't know. I've said it enough. Read this book. And let's move on to the second book on this top 4 list. All right, guys, we have another amazing book. All these books are amazing, but this was so, so good. And that is Thor, number 6. This is written by Donny Cates and art by Nick Klein. And guys, this book is amazing. It is so, so good. It's another one of those books. It's like, if you're currently collecting comics right now, how are you not picking up this book? This book is just crazy. Again, let's start with the art. The art by Nick Klein is gorgeous. It's a slightly different style than Jorge Jimenez. Jorge Jimenez it's a lot more sharper lines. The colors are usually a little brighter. You know, he doesn't do the coloring, but it's just, there's a little more pop to Jorge Jimenez. Nick Klein's a little softer. His lines are a little more sketchy, but they're absolutely gorgeous. I love the style of all the characters in this book. Nick Klein, you are doing an amazing job. Now, Donny Cates is telling this crazy, crazy bonkers story. To see Thor beat the crap out of Galactus like he does in this book is it's so amazing. It's a little confusing when I first read it. I will say that. I'm like, wait, I know Galactus gave Thor the power cosmic, and then he can turn it on and off, but he's able to take the power from Galactus? When did that happen? Did I miss something where they told us that he could do that? But it doesn't matter. Either way, it was amazing. And then turning him into a bomb and then blowing up the Black Winter, crazy. My one critique in this book is, why does the big bad always have to be Thanos? Thanos, 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 Thanos. Everything is Thanos. I know Null is coming, and Null is going to be really cool, but I don't feel that he's going to be the big bad that Thanos is. And are they really bringing the Marvel zombies into the main universe? Are they really going to be a thing? I hope not. That to me is just, I don't know. Donny Cates, were you seeing Tom Taylor and you want to take some of that thunder from him? Huh? Is that what this is? No, that's not what it is. But I really enjoyed this book. This book was absolutely awesome. You guys need to be picking up Thor if you can find it. It's at this point, this book sells out so fast. There's no way you're going to be able to find these issues. Because I'm recording this on Monday evening. Monday evening. And it was Wednesday when this came out. There's no way you're finding it. If you do, you're lucky. But let's move on to the next book. So we have 2 more books to talk about that are amazing, that you guys need to be picking up. All right, let's move in to the 3rd book of my top 4 must pick up books from last week's New Comic Book Day. Book number 3 is a big win for the X-Men, because book number 3 is an X-Men book. It's not X-Men, but it is Wolverine number 4. This is written by Benjamin Percy and art by Victor Bogdanovich. Guys, this book is what all the X-Men books should be striving to be. This was just quintessential Wolverine. It was so good. And the art, again, let's start with the art before we get too much into the story. But guys, the art by Victor Bogdanovich is gorgeous. Oh my God, it is so good. I forgot that he was on the first issue of this book, and this is just a home run. A home run in the terms of art in the X-Men books, because the X-Men books I think are really struggling in the art department. There's so many X-Men books that they can't put really good artists in all these books. But this, guys, oh my God, it is so gorgeous. Oh my God. And that last page, we're going to get to that last page in just a second. But let's talk about the story. The story was so good. Logan is a lone wolf within the X-Men. He likes to get away and do his own thing, and that's what he does. He disappears. He plants his own little portal up in this mountain, Uncle Koa, and runs away to Alaska or Canada. I forgot where it is exactly. It's in the book. Read it. But he runs into a mutant-hating group, and they have a little trap for him, and it's awesome. It's what you want to see. It is, I want to say, maybe a little redundant. I was like, again, this is happening to Wolverine again. Why is it always happening to Wolverine? But again, it was still a beautifully told story by Benjamin Percy. Loved it. That was my only little criticism. Like, it's happening again. He's being singled out, and he's going to be trapped. How is he being trapped again? By these poor little humans. But he's drugged up. Okay, I get it. I see you. You drugged him up. He's a little out of it. But the ending, guys, that's where they really sell it to me. The ending was so good. We get Omega Red. I love Omega Red. Omega Red is so freaking cool. He's drawn so well by Victor Bogdanovich. But the last page, in the background, as Wolverine is sinking in the ice and Omega Red has his little tentacles wrapped around him. Is he drowning him? Is he going to leave him there? Is he going to pull him back out? We don't know. It's all a little mysterious. But then in the background, we see Count Dracula. And if you did not read Jason Aaron's Avengers run, there was an awesome 6 or 8 issues in there that was all to do with Dracula and vampires. That was the best part of the Avengers run so far, and I love that they're teasing it in this book. I cannot wait for the vampires to come back, because that's going to be a big event coming up. And ooh, that little tease in the end was so good. But guys, let's move in. I don't want to spend too much more time on this. This was a great book. It was definitely one of the best X-Men books I have read since, well, I guess since Wolverine #1. But let's move in this last book, because this last book I need to put a little attention to because I loved it, and Stephanie loved it as well. All right, let's move in to the last book. My number 4 pick of my top 4 books from last week's New Comic Book Day that I think you guys should be picking up. All right, let's move into that book. The last book that I think you guys have to pick up from last week's New Comic Book Day is a book that I don't think there's as much buzz around as I think there should be. This book was amazing. I have loved this since issue number 1. This is the 4th and the final issue of this book. This is a DC Black Label book. If you haven't guessed it, that is Wonder Woman Dead Earth. It is such an amazing book. This is written and drawn by Daniel Warren Johnson. I love it that it's like this huge prestige format. This is a normal book. This is the prestige format. So you just get all this extra book and extra pages, no advertisements. It's just, I love these prestige format books. But what is so good about this book? Why do I love it so much? Well, because it makes Wonder Woman an amazing character. It's a character that I've wanted to like for a very, very long time. And I just haven't felt a story that was able to pull me in. I didn't gravitate to a lot of what's being written right now. But this is so good. Yes, it's Elseworld. It's apocalyptic tale. The Earth is basically destroyed. And hundreds of years in the future, Wonder Woman wakes up from a coma. And she's like, in this crazy world, in the Amazon, these twisted mutants, and there's a little pocket of humanity left, and they're fighting for their lives, and Wonder Woman has to decide, does she go back and try to help her twisted, messed up Amazon family, or does she protect the humans that she promised to protect a lifetime ago? And there's twists and turns, and she goes from one side to the other side, back to the other side. It is so good. Daniel Warren Johnson, you did an amazing job of telling the story, and you even leave it on somewhat of a cliffhanger. It's so well done. Guys, the art is a little different. It's definitely like a little more sketchy. I hate using that term, kind of, because there is a certain look to it. It's not the sharp lines of Jorge Jimenez. It's not the slightly soft, sketchy style of Nick Klein. This is much more of a rounder. Like, I'll show you right here. That is what Wonder Woman looks like. She has like kind of like this rounded features to her, which again, I don't mind. It's just, the art is a very stylized look, and I absolutely love it. The creatures in this look amazing. The humans, the fear on their faces when the Amazons are attacking, the intensity of it all is so good. My one criticism about this book, that it took so long from issue 3 to issue 4, that some of the details and love of the story was kind of lost. Because again, to really enjoy this book, you should have read month to month to month, where the story was a little more fresh. It was a little stale, I guess you could say, but still, memory jogged after reading it for a little while, and it was just gorgeous. I love this book. I don't have a best. These books were all good in their own rights. They all had a little something I didn't love about it, but overall these books were amazing. Make sure you guys pick up Wonder Woman Dead Earth. It should be coming out in trade somewhat soon, because this did just hit this past week. So you can find it in trade, or you most likely can find this in the shop. Chuck, I know at Cosmic Comics and Games, had a bunch still on the shelves. 1, 2, and 3, and 4 now. Wolverine, number 4. Make sure you're picking this up, because this book was fire, and you didn't have to read issues 1, 2, 3 to enjoy this book. This is kind of a standalone issue that you can just enjoy just like it is. What do we got? Thor, number 6. What are you doing if you're not reading this book? This book, Donny Cates, Nick Klein, Thor, it's amazing. Last reminder, Batman, number 97, James Tynion the 4th, and Jorge Jimenez. It's so good. Those are my top 4 books from last week's New Comic Day, which was August 19th, 2020, guys. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys hadn't already hit that subscribe button, bell notification, and like button, please do that now. Really, really appreciate it. I just want to take a second. If you guys have made it all the way to this point in the video, I want to thank you for all the new subscribers that subscribed from this past weekend. We had about 60 new subscribers, so thank you thank you to all you guys. Thank you to all the long-term subscribers. We really appreciate your love and your continued support on this channel. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.